What's good, boys? What's good? What's good?
Ready to meet leather, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Gonna take care of these solo battles, and I'm gonna start the season tonight. I've already won my 3 games. I've already won my 3 games and qualified for weekend league already.
And those are considerable, but when they were made, 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin, a big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Hey, Trey, when you get a chance, nigga, I need that.
They'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown!
I got some fire for you, nigga.
Devontae Freeman, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here.
Oh, I've been slapping niggas left and right.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs.
And then I fucking played yesterday. And I finally got me a 90 Torrey Hope.
There's a lot to answer for because you spent all week saying stop the run.
Yeah,
you don't want to get
I boosted my fucking Ryan Sazier to a 90 as well. Kind of happy there.
He just went stepping past him and is still running essentially.
One play and he hits pay dirt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro.
Nigga, TJ.
Right around the 47 this time.
Well, nigga, when they unleashed this new Michael Vick, when he finally dropped, bro. No, of course Vic gonna drop this eventually. You get me? When niggas put escape artists on Michael Vick, it's gonna be over, bruh. It's gonna.
Mahomes now on
oh, nigga! Everybody at the Madden Classic tournament who used the Ravens had escape artists.
Inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
There's also a glitch as well that allows you to tap your center on the ass cheek, and the whole line takes like 5 steps forward with that escape artist shit.
Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Well, yeah, he'll go up and pat him.
From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner.
Shout out to the homie.
The score on the one side, a quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast?
Well, I'm in trouble right now.
Absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
But let's play for bands. For sure, I'm trying to play for at least 15 bands. Somebody put that shit up.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here.
Actually, hey, good. I'll play for 25. If I win, we even. If you lose, if I lose, all you 50.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
Let me finish my 2 solo battles and I'll play. Am I sure broadcasting?
The line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
Well, I think right now y'all voices is on my stream, so
give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I made some fire-ass spaghetti last night, bro.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
What?
And Robinson with a big catch.
My shit was nice. My shit had some kielbasa in it, ground beef, fucking peppers, onions, hot sauce, like ketchup. Had some Texas toast too. Woo.
Open man left side is the tight end Clark.
Parmesan
These two
cheese.
teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number
On top,
two.
nigga, what?
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones.
Can I at least put on Red Rooster?
To about the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Did you put Red Rooster on? Red Rooster, nigga.
That's Holt.
Yo, you don't put hot sauce on it?
In for a Bears touchdown. In for the score.
And the
Bears have taken
nigga.
the lead.
Yeah, fuck about it,
And
bitch.
there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that
You're
to
so
his quarterback as
basic.
he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Shout out to Young Milk for the
Patriots ready to go
pre-roll.
on their next drive, and it'll be another interesting season for the Super Bowl champs. You look at the pass catching for this offense, Charles. It's a unit somewhat in flux, but there are signs of optimism coming out.
Hey,
of
whoever
Patriots
joined in, tap in
just
so I can
think
get a
about it.
shout
You
out.
mentioned in flux, right? Okay, that means no Gronk.
Oh, it's good,
Josh
Milk.
Gordon not available, although they should never have expected that to really be a
That's for you,
possibility
baby.
this year. But they did spend a #1 pick on wide receiver N'Keal Harry out of Arizona State. They love his range and his catch radius. But how about this guy's been turning some heads in camp? A rookie out of NC State, undrafted even though he was high on a lot of people's lists. Jacoby Myers, another big body, strong receiver who's been making plays for Tom Brady.
Yeah, he announced his presence in a big way preseason game #1 with 2 touchdown catches.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 color.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And Kamara getting in. Touchdown, New England. Alvin Kamara, 39 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Gostkowski, the extra point. And we've got a tie game here.
Nigga, I'm so happy for the fucking football tomorrow, man. God, I'm so excited.
This one tied at 14.
I got 60 bucks on them. Nigga, I got 60 bucks on the Packers, nigga. I got 60 on the Packers tomorrow.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, the Bears coming out here, and they've made some news in recent weeks for something that I know you love.
I got 60 on the Packers, but I need Tariq Cohen to definitely make a fucking touchdown.
George Halas, the founder of the franchise, he'll get a statue, and Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're talking about the Mount Rushmore Chicago favorites. He's up there with probably Michael Jordan and Ernie Banks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. In Chicago,
Only way I would say that is if the game was going to be played in fucking Green Bay, but this shit's in Chicago.
The Decatur Staleys, who became the Chicago Bears.
I don't remember that.
You know, you don't? You weren't around for that one? I'm surprised.
Hey, are you off tomorrow, Trey, or are you going what?
And they're going to unveil them September 3rd.
Are you off tomorrow to watch the game, or are you going come up on late?
What a kickoff to the 100th year of NFL football. Now, how about that play? He took a
Hey, I'll be driving to Vegas, nigga, every Thursday starting next week.
Taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down
Oh,
and avoiding
shit.
the big hit.
Nice job.
Hey, you know what?
There, 16 yards.
Hey, you can shoot me a dub for gas. I'll pick you up.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all time.
Well.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them
Hey, what's your overall, TJ, for your Pat Tillman?
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now
89.
Special teams defense scrambling, saying we
How was that possible?
For the final moments of this second quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17, and they're going to wind up with.
Did you only use tokens or?
Past the 35.
You just kept leveling up, or you went to go do all those challenges?
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the.
Does he got to be in your lineup for some of those objectives?
Stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Is he good?
Complete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Why is that?
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing is Wilson.
Ooh.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half.
What else you got to do to them?
Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators
what other objectives do you need?
Aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Yeah, thanks to whoever just tapped in right now.
And
Give me a shout out as I talk to you.
Henry,
that's good, baby.
First half all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, shout out for tuning in, guys. Shout out for tuning in.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He was good in the first half. He's been good still here so far in the third quarter, Charles.
It almost feels like when you're watching all those drills that you know that they go through, all that extra practice, it's all coming together in this one, hasn't it? Everything's been sharp.
Pressure, he's taken down. down. A Bear sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him for a loss of about 3.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run?
Big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to walk for a deep left side.
Get it. Let's fucking go.
And he's in. Patriots. A big play there. 98 yards. As his guys now moved out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Shit, Josh.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession.
I'm debating on getting 2K.
Halftime, but now they find themselves down 7.
It'll just be fuck with y'all niggas, to be honest.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch up here.
TJ, would y'all be down to go compete in local tournaments for 2K?
Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the back.
How did he get difficult, though?
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't fact, let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
I see you over there.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another
whoever
shot
tuned
at it
in,
now
hop in
as
the
this
chat.
one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. Dallas Clark, 59 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Yes, sir.
Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jerry Rice, 54 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Boy.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up.
Ryan House is on the hill.
Right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort.
Let's go, kicker.
Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
21-point lead right now. Hey, Trey, how much longer can you done?
Here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he almost had it. The big D line.
Trying to get my paper, that's all.
Nearly had an interception.
I'm trying to build my fucking defensive line.
Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. It's a pickup of 10 and a
Man, I
Bears
built my
first
defensive
down.
line, man. I gotta hop back to building my fucking offense.
Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, he's got him open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Now it's Wilson.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Wilson over the middle.
Well, I hit this nigga on the arm
And he will have
where the ball was,
down,
and no fumble still. It's crazy.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
That's 2 hit sticks in a row, coach. Off the ball, please.
The Bears on the move.
Beyond me.
First down. Here's Wilson. And it's caught.
Ah, that whole ass nigga rolled his ass.
Touchdown, Chicago. From 6 yards away. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you got
feel right.
Exactly.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Again, McCaffrey.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game.
Man, I ain't close to shit.
30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
Give me some, bitch. More money, independent than your man did. In the rain, he the on with the cap skin. Got it back again. Son, give me some, bitch. Love how she walk with the confidence. To listen to Francis and Helly Hansen. Used to listen to Mac 10 and when the Mac 10. Now I'm in traffic and playing my shit. Baseline shit, waistline shit. Keep second mirror. All I know is real. I can't really
I ain't come to play with you, life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I tell you right, I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a man with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Yeah, shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City one time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition, shouldn't take shots, take no space. We putting live from the winner side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. If you down the ride, down the tide, you will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that, big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the dreams. What I do, lace up the shoes,
better grow up, bring your nose up. If the girl chose up, she did the toe touch. Strike like a cobra, my nigga pull up. Tell the way she showed up.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, break color troops. No, I
control. Time to bring it home. I'm a rolling stone. She gon' keep me close. We don't go shopping when I hit that song.
MVP to leave more valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. W's like Tupac used to throw up.
There you go. Hey, make some money.
Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds.
All right, let's not this one.
Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my
Always legend, guys. Always play on legend. If you ain't playing on legend, you ain't playing technically.
on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my kid coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase the news. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase the
Got it.
Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase the news. Leave the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL playoffs are upon us. It's the coach in Orlando, and you're tuned in to Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and our home team. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay in Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native and quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being drenched inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got some space here. Touchdown. Lindsey, 38 yards. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
How about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly, or you're scored that quickly again, you probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you have to put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But that didn't start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
It's a very, very physical man.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by to have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second and 1, Mayfield. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Let's go.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is to take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Throwing, Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the only part of the preseason who has stood out, if you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy. And he's back at home. Remember, he grew up with Potomac, Maryland.
Wow.
Right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ertz over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash benchmark of 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast in the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half.
Cash,
so
no
we'll
PayPal.
get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. On third down, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. She got a thing for Chanel Ventures and drop it where she can speak English. Do you love me or love seeking attention? I mean, which one is it? You keep calling me.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching coaching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On first down, it's Lindsay. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run by Lindsay. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there. A good decision in the end to 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
You made me this way. Don't give up.
Every play call came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it'll be 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh my God, I'll touch
That's
that.
going to wind up incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing.
Hell, I lost, nigga.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
3 funky ass losses on the solo battle league already, man.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion.
Yo. Testing.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot.
Ah, the big day has finally arrived. It's the coach who will wear the crown as a Super Bowl champion of the Madden Ultimate Team Playoffs. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Ready. Time to start.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Get, come.
Cardell on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Carr. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tight right. 4 down. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing his car on third down. And Reed with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harrison. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Reed, 44 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr now on 1st down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marvin Harrison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Rip that ball. Took you the mic. Took you the mic. Ready?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. First half in the book. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Again, it's Cohen. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Boland, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, Charles, you said it after the fourth down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Carr. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Sherman, the fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down now, it's Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Speed grip.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill 28 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Mel Blount with a sack on the corner blitz.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.